from the internet. It's nice to see you all. If you are here from the internet, you wouldn't recognize me in real life because I always look like this. But I can't walk around like that because it's hard to say things and I look like an idiot. So I'll stop. Have you guys ever been in the grocery store and you've seen those weird misplaced items like a can of tuna with the oranges or like a steak on top of a bunch of NyQuils? Yeah, that was me. It's not that I'm just incompetent, I'm just kind of indecisive and you know, a jerk. And also, sometimes I just do it for kicks. Like that one time I went and stuck a whole bunch of Harlequin romance novels throughout the cat food aisle. That was funny for me. Or the time I took a big cucumber and 2 tomatoes and stuck it in the produce aisle like a dick. Which is like every time I go to the grocery store. No, I'm actually pretty bad with my purchases there too. I spend a lot of money on stupid things like coconut water. They're these little $3 packets. You guys know them, the little Tetra packs. So good. My mom's always like, Lauren, I don't know why you spend so much money on that coconut water. Stuff doesn't grow on trees. And I'm like, actually, it kind of does. Right? My parents are actually here tonight. Everybody give it up for my mom and dad. They hosted me really great. I love my parents. One of my friends last night was like, oh my God, your parents are going to be there? Are you going to like change your acts for them? And I was like, no. And they made me. They know how weird I am. Like, but no, for real, my parents are really down. My mom, actually, I recently taught her how to torrent movies from the internet, which is hilarious because she has no idea how illegal it is. And so she'll tweet me and be like, Lauren, I just downloaded the new movie with Marky Mark. Oh, he's good looking, isn't he? A good looking fella. And I'm like, you're a criminal. No, but for real, I know it's very hard to be a parent. I wouldn't want to do it. A bunch of people at my work the other day were talking about what to call kids' private parts. They're like, oh, I don't know, what do you call it, a wee-wee or a pee-pee or a ding-dong-doo? And they look at me, what about you, Lauren? What do you call it? And I was like, I don't know. I generally refrain from talking about children's genitals. Weirdos. But I do like to spread my knowledge of all things around, especially when I'm in the States and I'm traveling. I like Canadian trivia. I like to dispel the myth that Drake was in a wheelchair. That's a Degrassi reference. If you don't get that, I feel sorry for you. But I do get pretty ambitious when I'm traveling with my languages. I was in Germany like 10 years ago, and I learned the word for cheers, which is very similar, unfortunately for me, to the word breasts. So imagine, if you will, 15-year-old me surrounded by a whole bunch of German guys screaming, titties! Titties! Not a good scene. No wonder I got wasted that night. I know that I'm a Torontonian now, though. I moved here like 3 years ago because I have a lot of minor enemies. Like, not major enemies, just like people I hate everywhere. There's the cleaning lady at my office who's thrown out my asthma inhaler twice. I'm pretty sure she's trying to kill me. And then, like, people who say the word epic in the wrong way, just in general. I just hate those people. The guys who give me parking tickets. Who doesn't hate those guys? And then this one TTC driver, a streetcar driver, he's such a jerk. Every time I come up with like all my change and I'm like trying to find my loony and matoonie, he gives me the stink eye, like, hurry up, bitch. And so one day I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get back at this guy. And I saved up all of my pennies for a month. I had a whole huge bag of pennies, and I walked straight up to that moffa, like, with my bag of pennies, and I look him in the eye, and I whack him over the head with it. It was amazing. Best day of my life. It didn't really happen. I thought it was funny, though. There's this other guy I hate, this convenience store clerk, in the convenience store near my house. Every time I go in and buy anything more than a bag of chips and like a chocolate bar, he's like, oh, somebody's hungry. Like, why are you judging me? Like, fuck off, I'm high. You seem fat or something. Like, hate that guy. I recently stumbled upon an online dating site called farmersonly.com. I'm not even looking for a boyfriend, but I decided to check it out. I would really like to date a farmer just for the proximity to their baby animals. We'd go on a date and he'd be all like, so, do you know how to fix a combine? And I'd be like, no, man, but I can Instagram the fuck out of your cows. Very awesome. I was walking by a children's birthday party the other day. All these people were in the front yard of this family house and having a great old time, except for this one little girl who was screaming, crying her head off. And I was like, what is her problem? And I look up and they're playing with a pinata, and the pinata they're hitting is Dora the Explorer. She's like, no, stop hitting Dora! Which got me to thinking, like, what kind of messages are we sending our kids with all of these, like, fun, like, shaped pinatas, like Tinkerbell, like hit the fuck out of Cinderella and get some candy. Like, what does that sound? But then I started to think, like, you know, we should make more appropriate pinatas, like a Gwyneth Paltrow pinata, or like a parking guy pinata. I would love to see me a parking ticket guy pinata. That's all for me. Thank you.